jump to a level where people uh, could just immediately jump to. I wanted to give them a foundation. So I consider this book like the foundation. So if you, because that's how you have to build a house. That's how you have to build your leadership. You must have a solid foundation. So these habits, these 5 no excuses habits, are the foundations to help you be that type of leader that you need in any business, any entrepreneur, any, if you're in a Fortune 500 company, if you work in a school, if you're a basketball coach, a soccer coach, any type of coach. I mean, if you're a professional coach, these are the habits that you must have.
And what are some of those habits?
Oh, absolutely. So the first habit is you have to feed your brain. You have to feed your brain. You know, you are what you eat. I'm sure people have heard that before, and I tell it people all the time. You are what you eat. So if you constantly feed your mind with negativity, then guess what? You're going to be a negative person. Everything about you will be negative. The way you talk, the way you move, the way you interact with others is going to be negative. But if you're feeding yourself with positivity, if you're feeding yourself with love, if you're feeding yourself with joy, if you're feeding yourself with things that are are just lovable about you, then that's how you'll be with others. And you know this, and any of you that's listening to this in any type of role, relationships matter, right? And you have to have positive relationships with people if you want them to buy your product or buy your services or invite you to be on their podcast, or whatever the case may be. So number one is you have to feed yourself. And here's the thing, uh, you can read, and that's the old way of doing things, but people still read. It's still a good way to feed your brain. But with the advancement of technology, as I mentioned earlier, you can listen to YouTube videos, you can listen to podcasts, TEDx talks. Um, there's so many ways to consume information. But here's the thing, you can't just consume information, because that's just cramming information. You have to actually go out and apply the information that you're learning. So that's habit number one.